Good morning, my friends. Today is going to be another Switch 2 video. I legit just got done watching this idiot use that MIG cartridge on his Switch 2 and completely bricked that system so that he can't use it, he can't resell that. Look, let's explain something. This right here is a Nintendo Switch 2. This is a physical device. That means that when you purchase this from Nintendo for the price of $449, this device, this physical device, does become in fact yours. You can do whatever the hell you want with it. It is yours. What is not yours is the software of the Nintendo Switch 2. That is owned, operated, and copyrighted by Nintendo. Any attempt to alter that in any way, shape, or form will negate your ability to use their software completely. They will block you, they will take you out of their Switch, they will brick your system so it will be absolutely freaking useless to you. I don't understand why people don't understand that. It doesn't matter if you're doing it for altruistic reasons to save your games or do whatever. It doesn't matter. It is against the law. It is a federal crime to do any of that. So when you think that, oh man, when you justify it in your brain that, oh, they're mine, I bought the games, I can do whatever. No, you can't. You legit, when you first sign into your Switch and you scroll through that whole thing and then you hit accept because you just want to play your video games really fast, it states in that whole freaking, that terms of service, what you can and what you can't do. Nintendo is very, very agile and very actively always out there trying to prevent their products from going into the hands of other people, because let's just face it, this world is full of people that are dishonest and that would take advantage of these systems to do whatever they want. I really just don't get it. Like, why can't people just live by the freaking rules? It's simple. You buy the thing, you enjoy the thing, there's a console lifetime, whatever. It's just funny. It is just funny to me that people go out of their way to look for these things that they can do. And it's like, man, just play the damn video games. Just have fun. If all of a sudden, like with me, I've put all my trust into buying games digitally, because of the whole reason, the physical thing, like what happens if the physical disc, like what would happen if my house burned down and all my physical collection got burnt with it? Then I don't have access to that. But if I have them digitally and something like that happens, then I have access to re-download those games that I have invested all that money into. I just don't get it. I really don't understand these days why people go out of their way to do this stuff and then go out of their way to make content bashing Nintendo for that. Do you think Junior's sitting in his room thinking of nefarious ways to try to get in and crack Nintendo? No, dude, he's sitting in there playing freaking Mario Kart World, having a blast, enjoying the game. I don't understand where these weirdos come from that think they need to go out of their way to get into these systems and mod them and do all of that stuff. I have never once had a modded system at all, ever, not one time. I don't ever feel the need to go out of my way to do that. If I want to play something, I go out and I buy it and I play it. That's how the world works, If you want something that somebody else makes, you pay the price that they're asking for it, or you find a way to buy it, cheaper, like secondhand or something like that. I mean, but going out of your way to try to get into the system, to the software that you don't own. You legitimately sign a terms of service so that you can use that service. And if you try to alter that or do anything to get around that, then yes, Nintendo is going to shut down your system. Well, the dude showed everybody on there to hold the two, the volume rocker and the power button to actually get in there and reset the system. And then once you do that, and then you show somebody that you're trying to sell it to, oh yeah, man, it's all good and stuff. You just need to go through and set it up. Make sure, okay, if you take anything from this video and you're buying a secondhand Nintendo Switch 2, this is the thing that you need to take from this. Make sure you can fully set it up before you give that person the money and before you walk away, because you can get in there a little bit, but once you get to a point, it says you can't load up another freaking, you can't even get in there, you can't access it. Yeah, dude, these guys out there ruining these switches, they're gonna go try to get their money back. I guarantee you, if they're in there trying to get into their system, do you really think they're gonna not try to screw you over too? Absolutely. They want their money back. They screwed up the switch, they got all the clicks on their channel, and now they're gonna go try to sell it to you so that you can buy it, and then you can be duped. And that sucks, man, because you're never gonna find that person again. So, all right, my friends, thank you for watching Frogboy X1 Gaming. I hope you learned something from this video today. Don't try to get in there and play with your Switch, man. If you do not, look, if it's that important to you, then I suggest you buy a PC, or I suggest you buy something else that is not going to brick your system if you're trying to get into it. Like, yeah, the company has a full right to do that. Is it anti-consumer? Not necessarily. I think it's pro-consumer, because the less people that can steal the stuff and sell it on the black market, the less Nintendo has to raise their prices, the more Nintendo can make for research and development and stuff like that. I would much rather have better games and better, a better ecosystem that's locked and secure than having people out there trying to find ways to get into your system to break things nefariously. Because once they get in there and they figure out how to get into the Nintendo, then they start hacking Nintendo headquarters and their server farms and all that stuff, and then they get your... Yeah, guys, you should absolutely be against this stuff. And yeah, at the end of the day, in a perfect world, who knows how? I mean, nobody knows exactly how that would turn out, but maybe Nintendo does go crazy and start overcharging for everything to a point that nobody can afford it, and then nobody buys it, and then Nintendo goes out of business. It's plain and simple. So there's always going to be that in the back of Nintendo's mind that, hey man, we got to keep prices a little bit good. But they already know from decades of experience that, yeah, people are willing to pay up to $100 for games, like they used to do that back in the 90s. So, all right, my friends, like I said, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Froggy out.